The following segment is sponsored by Craig Swapp Associates. A car accident can happen in seconds, but what you do after can make all the difference. Ryan Swapp is here from Craig Swapp Associates to share the most important steps to protect yourself, your family, and your rights. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So car accidents can be so overwhelming. What's the very first thing someone should do if they're involved in a car accident?
Yeah, the first thing you should do is just check yourself out, check the other people out that are around you, and make sure everyone's okay.
And after that initial check, what's next?
Yeah, the next step would be to typically call the police to get them to come to the scene and to document everything. The police are great for preparing a report, and that goes a long way with the insurance companies and making sure that the appropriate fault is allocated correctly.
Okay. And what about at the scene? Is there anything people should do themselves?
Yeah, I think one of the important things is if you can get video, photos of the scene, of the accident, that's very helpful. Sometimes, things as little as taking photos of skid marks on the ground, and those things can help us piece together what happened and avoid, long fights with the insurance companies.
And don't they recommend taking photos all the way around the car and the other person's car as well?
Absolutely. Take photos of any of the damage that might be on the vehicles. Like I said, take photos of anything that might be important, debris on the road, skid marks, those kinds of things that could be helpful in trying to determine who was at fault later.
And sometimes people feel hurt. They don't feel hurt initially, but they feel hurt later. What should they do?
That's really common. Usually your adrenaline's pumping right after an accident, and most people just don't feel it. We've had cases where somebody had a broken femur and got out of their car and started walking around.
Oh my gosh.
And they just don't feel it. So yeah, but typically the best thing to do is to get checked out. So everyone on their auto policy here in Utah has what's called personal injury protection on their auto policy. It's $3,000 that you have to go get medical care, no questions asked. And so we recommend to everyone go get checked out and make sure you're okay after an accident.
And when should they call their insurance company?
Typically right away. Set up a claim. You got to be a little bit careful talking to the other person's insurance company. What we do is we try to jump in immediately and interface with those insurance companies so that folks don't, do something to shoot themselves in the foot later on. So,
well, and that leads me to ask, when should they call an attorney?
I'm a little biased, but I'd say right away. There really is no downside to calling us. We're happy to help walk people through their options, and at the end of the day, most people get significantly more money in their pocket with an attorney than if they were to have gone on, done the process by themselves. And so we can take everything off of their plate, walk them through the headache, help them find medical care, help them get their car repaired, and really just make it a lot less stressful than trying to go it alone.
Absolutely. That is some great advice. And where can we go for more information? Yeah,
so our website, craigswapp.com, or feel free to give us a call. Our tagline, one call, that's all. Our phone number is 801-444-4444.
Well, Ryan, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.